with only 2 rounds left. Of course, Christmas and New Year festivities are upon us, and the Summer of Surf boys, they're enjoying things. I hope a few of them go around the cans in those Santa hats, Jack, but I don't know how much the officials would like it.
Well, they're all going around in the Santa hats, Josh. And
stop it.
That's the Christmas we like to see. A bit of Christmas cheer and ho, 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 Merry Christmas. I know it's past, but have a good week and a Happy New Year out there.
From the entire Summer of Surf team, and I love it. What about this? This is what we come to Torquay for. We have a little bit of fun, bend the rules ever so slightly, but don't forget your paddle and don't be left behind at the start, because as we saw in the girls' race, if you're not ready to go, they will fire the gun. Jay Finesse is there. A couple of carrying their skis at the moment, down flat. They're almost ready. The starter in the line, an interesting tactic. Haven't seen that before anywhere, but they do things a little bit differently down south.
Well, Josh, starter Brian Hayden makes his own rules, and that's exactly what he's doing down here. We saw a very average start in the girls' race, and looks like the boys aren't off to much
straight
better.
under one. Oh, that's not what you want to start. They've been interesting, but it's all fun and games down at Torquay for round 4 of the Summer of Surf. The boys are on and away, and maybe on the right-hand side. Is that J-Mo Porter from Alexandra Headland?
No, it's not. I think it's Russell Fox.
Oh, the Fox. How could I get it wrong? They've got the same coloured ski there. The local boy from Half Moon Bay has got off to a flyer.
Well, we've seen some very, very, very impressive ski paddling from Russell Fox, and he's just had his first child, so it looks like he's starting to slow down. Perhaps he hasn't put the work in that he has previously, and J-Mo Porter's starting to work up into this one beside Russell Fox, and I think Ben Carberry as well.
Kendrick Louis is there abouts as well, trying to work his way into it. So interesting in this one, a couple of the Ironman boys have put their ski on the line, are trying to have a race. Lukey Morrison from the Newport Club, and they're a little bit harder to call in this race because they're all wearing the Santa hats. Looks like they're all out of Coleroy and all red cap. Benny Carberry comes up the centre, white ski, blue tip, and here's Jay Finesse really putting the power down. We see him grit the teeth. And the baby Fox maybe just has slowed down Russell Fox there. He's slid back into equal 3rd place at the moment as they're all chasing Luke Morrison, who hits the lead.
Well, it looks like it's St. Nick out in front in 2nd and in 3rd, Josh. So North Pole are doing very well in this one.
Oh, it's a cold surf club up there. Maybe they're enjoying the southern stop in the Summer of Surf. Kendrick Louis comes round, and are we going to see him follow the same tactic? Go wide, get a wave, and then sprint up the beach and hopefully hold on to your paddle.
Well, we know these skis run the ocean better than any other craft that are out there, and these skis will pick up every little bump, and that's exactly what happened. It didn't make a big difference to the girls in the ski race whether you headed to your left or to your right, because these skis will run on absolutely everything. Kendrick Louis making a big move up the inside, Josh.
So former teammates Kendrick Louis and Luke Morrison, Tobias Dreen, Louis there, Morrison in the middle, and J-Mo Porter from Alexandra Headland. He's another Victorian who's moved up north, and he's going the wide way. Louis just looks around and maybe makes a little adjustment as he puts the power down and tries to get at home, but nah, this right-hand side's definitely the pick of the bunch. Morrison and Porter have gone for it, but Louis found a runner of his own, so just as we say the right-hand side's key, Louis proves us wrong, finds the same wave and has no dramas at all.
We know Louis is going to have a better run on the way home. He'll get himself over to the bank on that side of the screen. That's the shallower water, and these other boys down this side on the right-hand side are going to come into the potholes and into the rocks to make it very difficult to get up and run.
Well, when they go, they're going to have to go like Dasher, Dancer, Prancer, Comet and Vixen here. The Santa ski race as they come down. J-Mo Porter out in front from Alexandra Headland. Kendrick Louis looks like he's got a better run to the line, but he's a little bit behind on his own wave, and we know Louis can sprint. He gets a smile on his face. He can smell a victory, and maybe Porter and maybe Morrison have just gone too far down the point. A couple of the other boys having a blast out the back because they know they can't get the win here today as Louis fires up. Our 2 at the bottom of the screen, they're going to be too late. He doesn't forget his paddle. He's done it almost perfectly. Kendrick Louis bided his time, ends up winning very, very comfortably, and the only time you'll see a race winner wear a Santa hat across the line. We love it here at Torquay, and Kendrick Louis loves finishing on top of the ski race.
Well, a stellar race from Kendrick Louis, and great work by Morrison and Porter. Unfortunately, didn't have the legs at the end and put themselves in an area too far away from the finish line, and gave Kendrick Louis a run straight up to the line to take the win.
4 races, 4 sprint finishes so far. We're in for a day of that. Russell Fox ended up further down than he would have liked, but congratulations on the little one. And these guys never got into it.
Yeah, to back it up with a win in the ski race, I'm not a a noted ski paddler, but I love to do it just to you know, see how I stand, and you know, to do it here. We all had the Santa hats on, and mate, there was a really different vibe on the start line. Everyone was here to have fun. We had a good photo beforehand, and I just went out there and had a bit of fun, and that's when you get good results, when you're having fun. Yeah, I love this time of year. It's my first time in Torquay, first time doing the gym wall, first ski race I've won, and it's right on Christmas, New Year, festive season, and you know, it's a great vibe down here. We've got a great crowd. The Kennards box is packed. You know, we've got the Aussie Bodies Tuplin coming up soon, and you know, for myself and the Manly boys, we really want to have a good race in that. So to finish it off, last race going into Christmas, it couldn't be much better.
And it doesn't get much better to sit on top of the male ski race point score. Kendrick Louis ahead of a couple of Olympians there in Lachlan Tame, Riley Fitzsimmons. And as we head further down the page, Jet Kenny, Nick Dorr, all these guys are still in the mix for the overall point score. Russ Goulding, Mitchell Trim and Robert Annabelle.